EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a Buca. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. First and 10 at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Cowboy 80.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ridge.
They'll look to throw again. Open man right side, Myers. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. Check smash. Trap 60.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out and with some dispatch, because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
And they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
And I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in.
Looking to put a drive together. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Now Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Deep to return is Scotty Miller. This is taken around the 12. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Wide open receiver complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll throw with Penix. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Shreds him with a stiff arm. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Open man is Ibuka. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run on the draw. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Second and 12.
Warrior
At the
70.
32-yard line.
Dragon 60. 18, Rattler.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Muscles by at the 25. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now a 2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To the air, Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's Penix. Now this will be caught by Mooney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Cougars, take off.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check, smash, check. 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw, Penix. And he's got it. Touchdown. Elijah Moore from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Buccaneers 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too. So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's second and 10.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Ready, right?
They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
70 Timberwolves. Cut 19. Cut 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That third down conversion good for 23.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
It's now second and 6.
Here we go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hold it ready.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready. Let's go.
Yeah, he'll try to run with this. And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll set up a throw. On the right side, this is Miller. Clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco 80.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Here's Elijah Moore now, bringing it out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass complete to Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw here. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man London right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
At the 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Penix. And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check go.
They'll set up to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
So that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
3rd and 7.
Lightning, AC. Seven Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll throw with Penix. That's brought in downfield by London. And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Penix working out of the gun here. Hitting London coming across the field.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26.
The Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing again, Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bucs 21-yard line.
To the air, Penix.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
And looking to throw, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They go quickly here out to Moore. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Bijan Robinson,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Falcons are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Buccaneers 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
He'll look to throw.
This one taken in by Otten.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance, and then they end up winning this game.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Looking to throw, Penix.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
There he goes again.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Left wing 19. Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats. 60.
Oh, he's got a bunker. That's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense. offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And all the way down to the 42. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room.